Okay, get ready with the My His Radio app right now. The My His Radio app, and get ready to use the open mic right now on the My His Radio app, because this is an I Believe Friday. And I'll tell you what we're looking for. So first, the My His Radio app, open it up and get ready to use the open mic. The My His Radio app, it's free. Google Play in the App Store if you don't have it, and use the open mic. Here's what we're looking for an I Believe Friday. Just simply say, I believe, and then what you think is going to happen this weekend. Like, for instance, I'll start. I believe that my torn meniscus is going to heal up and I'll have no pain in my left leg this weekend because I hurt my leg yesterday.
By Sunday.
By Sunday. That's what I believe. Okay, Liz.
Okay, I believe that my husband Joey, who's going fishing in Charleston tomorrow, is going to catch a wahoo.
Okay, very nice. I don't know what that is, but go for it, Joey. Scott.
I believe I'm going to sleep past 4 a.m. this weekend.
Round of applause for that one. Yes.
No coffee required, buddy. Yes, sleep in this weekend. So, how about you? Just simply start your statement, I believe. Now, we're going to use the His Radio open mic, which is on the My His Radio app, for an I Believe Friday.
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His Radio.
So here's the parameters. Use the open mic on the My His Radio app, which you can download for free, Google Play in the App Store. You'll see the open mic on the My His Radio app. Simply start by saying, I believe, and then what you believe that's going to happen this weekend for you, and in through to the 4th of July weekend. That's on the open mic on the My His Radio app. Liz and Scott wants to start it off.
Okay, I believe the children are our future.
Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Okay. We'll end that now.
Okay.
I am sorry. I think people were eating breakfast at that moment. All these from the My His Radio app on an I Believe Friday.
I believe that this 4th of July will go down like every other 4th of July, which means my uncle, by 7 o'clock, he's lighting off fireworks early with a lit cigarette, just like always.
Hey, I'm believing that all my family is going to get their schedules together, and we're going to be able to enjoy some sort of togetherness during the 4th of July holiday. Crossing all fingers.
I believe that I will go to church this weekend, and I will sing as high as Phil Wickham can.
I believe that I'm going to want to buy fireworks, and I'm going to want to get the biggest package, but I also believe I'm going to look at that price tag and say, you know what, I'll just watch it.
I believe that God will heal my addiction.
I believe that God is going to bring my son home this weekend. We've been apart 4 years, and I believe it's not too big for God. I believe he'll be home by Sunday.
Okay, that got my heart.
Wow.
praying and praying.
Yeah.
For I'm a son who's been 40 years now. I was 16. 16, and that's when my mom kicked me out of the house. No relationship since on her part. So I'm praying that you and your son get that back.
Get reunited.
Right? It's an I Believe Friday, His Radio.
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His Radio.
It's Rob and Liz in the morning, His Radio. This is the strangest. I've never heard of such a thing. TJ Maxx. Track with us here. TJ Maxx, okay? TJ Maxx. Evidently, there are people who go into TJ Maxx and immediately need to go potty. And they call it, check this out. They call it this. Please, no judging, but they call it this. This is not us. This is what they call it. TJ Maxx laxative effect. Really?
It's all over social media right now.
Because it's a social media thing. Come on. Really?
Look, so what seemed to have happened, is somebody posted about it and was like, every time I walk in this place, whether it's TJ Maxx, Home Goods, or Marshalls, because they're all kind of the same. I don't know if they're all the same company, but they're all kind of the same. That when they walk into one of those places, that they immediately have to excuse themselves to the restroom, and it's a laxative effect. So then other people, yes, that happens to me. Oh my goodness, that happens to me every single time. So now I'm afraid to go to TJ Maxx.
No, I mean, it's like any store that TJ Maxx is what? What would you call that kind of a store? Because it's clothes and stuff, right?
Well, it's sort of an all-around store because you can buy a candle, you can buy biscotti, you can buy something for your house, and you can buy clothes.
Biscotti, is that food?
Yeah. So
Okay.
it literally,
so it's like
you can buy
Walmart. So if you walk into Walmart, you got to do number 2.
No, it's different. Here's
it
my
different?
thinking. Here's my thinking. We're so excited to go to TJ Maxx, Marshall's Home Goods, that belly just starts a rumbling.
What?
And you're just like, oh my goodness.
You're
where's
relating
your
yourself to
restroom?
like a dog.
A little
that
bit,
goes
like
outside.
a poodle gets really excited and tinkles.
I mean,
that's all I can think.
I think Scott says this happens to him too.
It's never happened, but I think they better start selling TP at TJ Maxx.
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His radio.
Lady goes through a drive-through. You know, she wants a burger, some fries, whatever. She was not happy with her experience. And so as she pulled around to the window, here's what happened.
I'd like to speak to your manager. 1406. I said I'd like to speak to your manager. 1406. And that's not how you do customer service with customers. I hear you. Just be. Cash or card?
Huh. Okay, she's not happy.
No, she's not happy. And she was going to tell her what for. By the way, that's her mom that was in the drive-thru. That she felt her daughter was rude to her. Like she literally thought she was rude to her. And so she pulls around to the window. Let me speak to the manager.
Listen, that's her mom.
I would do it.
On her.
I would do it.
You do what?
I would ask if I went through the drive-thru and my kids were working the drive-thru and they were rude to me, I felt like I would ask to talk to the manager. Now, I'd be laughing about it. I wouldn't really, try to get them in trouble, but
that looked like she was just picking on her daughter.
She was just picking on her
Teasing, I
daughter.
should say. Teasing on her daughter.
Yeah. I like that relationship.
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His radio.
I heard this, and please, I don't mean any disrespect whatsoever, but I've been seeing some rumblings, and I thought the 4th of July was focused on us, but something about Chernobyl.
No.
The disaster took place with it. That was a horrible thing.
No.
And I'm thinking, okay, I want to respect, but this is also the 4th of July that's coming up. So I thought it was really, we celebrate our independence and things like that. But I understand, Chernobyl because it's still like active there, right?
No, yeah, well, I think so, yeah. But this is not Chernobyl, it's Cherpumple. Totally different things.
Am I saying it wrong?
Yes, absolutely. 2 totally different things. Cherpumple, you want to happen maybe this weekend.
What? Cherpumple?
So,
Scott, what's Cherpumple?
Cherpumple. I'm thinking, was it cherry? Have something to do with cherry?
So
Cher?
You're kind of right. I call what Cherpumple is a Piecaken. This is a recipe that this guy came up with years and years ago, and because of his name, he calls it the Cherpumple, which is just a terrible name for what this is.
I'm sorry.
But no, it's
total mistake there. So we're talking about a dish.
Yes, it's
a
something
treat.
that. Yes.
There's nothing nuclear. This is a good thing.
Well, you know what? When this thing hits your tummy, I don't know. Maybe there may be some fireworks. I don't know. But it is 3 pies baked inside of 3 cakes. And one of the pies is a cherry pie. I call this a Piecaken because that's what I have actually made one of these. It will end up, if you make this thing, it ends up weighing probably around 10 pounds. Because it's 3 pies. Again, there's cherry, blueberry, and I think a lemon pie. And you put it inside of a strawberry, a chocolate, and a vanilla cake.
That sounds disgusting.
Look, it is completely American. It's completely. And you serve it, this weekend at your family get-together. And I think they do want you to slice the entire thing. And so one person gets all 6 desserts. But I would think you could slice each layer and have plenty of dessert.
I still can't get what this looks like in my head.
Okay, so you've got a bottom layer.
I get it. But I can't. It just
picture
sounds
it.
disgusting.
Go with me. Picture it.
Let's just eat it. Let's get some of this. I want to try it.
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His radio.
There's going to be a lot of traveling happening over the weekends. Rob and Liz in the morning, his radio.
Over 50.7 million. And then about 43 million are driving because some are just going 50 miles. That's about it.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm only going about 4 miles, but okay.
The big hefty traveler.
I know,
Liz
right? Let me
Riles
pack.
Is. So United Airlines had a promotion at one time, speaking of travel, of a lifetime pass. This was like 33 years ago. Any wild guess of how much that lifetime pass was?
$10,000.
$290. No, $290,000.
$290,000.
Yeah. So a guy named Tom bought it.
Okay.
He bought a lifetime pass. 33 years later, he has traveled 23 million miles.
So it literally was a lifetime pass to just fly as much as you want?
And he could go any day, every day of the week if he wanted to go and fly somewhere. And he's taken advantage of it. $290,000, that's like 5 years worth of salary for me. I don't know about you.
That's a balloon payment up front.
I'm telling you. But here's the thing. Not only does he have that perk, but he has all the perks of the Sky Miles or the travel miles. And so because of those miles that he gets on his little account, he has luxury hotel stays and all these other perks that go along with it. It's crazy.
So he bought this thing, which is a lot of money, too, especially then, $290,000. Mm-hmm. He gets to travel. How is he doubling up? I can't even use some of my apps to double up. Like if I buy a gift card, it won't get me points because you know what I'm saying? So how did he work this?
Well, he doesn't have to use them for miles unless maybe he does because he could get somebody else to travel with him. I don't know, but I do know that he gets like the hotels and the rental cars and all that other stuff for free because he starts racking up the travel miles along with it. So 33 years with that lifetime airline ticket that cost him almost $300,000 back then, 23 million miles.
This man needs to have financial seminars. I'm telling you, I'd buy a ticket.
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His radio.
That's so sweet. I love it. It's Rob and Liz in the morning. Happy Independence Day weekend. It's his radio.
And vacation time. I mean, it's all summer long, right? Hopefully, we're all going to be able to take a vacation. But there are some people that put together a list of a couple of things to make it a perfect vacation. You may or may not agree with these, but it makes sense.
I got a couple of thoughts.
Okay, go ahead.
Toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant makes for a perfect vacation.
For everybody else, absolutely. So one of the things they say is get out of your comfort zone. So I have tried to parasail the last couple of years we've gone to the beach.
Get out. Now, okay, here's one thing about Liz. She's afraid of heights. Well, she's afraid of roller coasters.
Yes.
So wait a minute. You will do parasail, but not a roller coaster?
No, I have rappelled. I have ziplined. I would parasail, but no roller coasters. Okay. I'm a paradox. Okay.
So get out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
I get it.
Okay, so
roller coaster would be out of a comfort zone, but go ahead.
Right, but I'm not doing that one. Make new friends. So whether that's on the airplane, at the resort where you are, on that fishing charter that you take, make some new friends. So this would work for me, not my husband. He just wants to keep the friends he's got. He doesn't want to make any new friends.
Well, I don't want to say he's like completely introverted, but around new people, he is quiet.
Well, if both of us were like me, nobody would get a word in edgewise. So, we play our roles well. And then the last thing is you should try 3 new dishes, like cuisine, when you visit wherever you're going. So if you've...
Liz is going where? Alabama? Florida?
Orange Beach, Alabama.
Okay. So what would be a cuisine in Alabama you'd try?
Squid. It's not something that I would... Or like squid ink pasta.
Squid ink pasta. Never heard of such a thing.
Oh, I've heard it's delish. I just can't get past it. I'm like...
Why? Do you think the texture is going to be horrible?
So here, okay, just follow me. I feel like, the scent that a skunk releases? It'd be kind of the same thing. It's like they're releasing this. It's kind of gross.
To eat? You think that's going to be in your mouth?
If it's made the same way as squid ink pasta, yeah.
Okay.
Skunk nasty pasta.
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His radio.
So here's the thing. There's this place called Jim Bird. They're looking for a CSO. Don't ask me what it is, but it's a CSO. It's a chief something officer.
Step.
So, do you know what it is?
I think it's chief step officer.
Step. Oh, so that makes sense. Okay, now that really makes sense. So they're hiring a chief step officer, CSO, and here is what they're going to do. If that CSO in one single day can literally do 10,000 steps, they'll receive $10,000, a part of their hiring bonus.
You know what? Let me at it, right? Because 10,000 steps, honestly, is not that difficult to achieve. Now, I just looked at my little step counter, and I'm a little over 1,000, so I haven't taken a lot of steps. But, later in the day, I can get that done. I feel like Rob could get that done.
Well, not right now after I bummed my leg.
Well, no, maybe not on a typical day.
More to the story of that coming up. I've got 510 steps in right now.
Okay, but again, you got a bum leg. But
yeah,
this is the thing. Now, there's other things to this. You got to do a little bit more over the course of a month, along with the 10,000 steps in that one day. You got to, go on social media and kind of chronicle your experience and share some pictures and some things.
Train for the whole thing.
Right. But it's $10,000. And then at the end of the month, you get that check. I think it's doable.
Wait a minute. So this isn't like a true blown position. You're not hired full time and make like three whatever digits a month.
No, not at all. This is $10,000 for the whole thing.
A one-time deal.
Yes, one-time deal.
Chronicleize yourself training to walk 10,000 steps in a day.
Yeah, but think about $10,000 added to your yearly salary. Ain't so bad.
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His radio.
They call this the laxative effect. Yeah, because when people walk into TJ Maxx, it started on social media. Other people say this happens to me too. And they need to go potty.
Yeah.
The laxative effect. It's a thing, evidently. It's weird. I don't get it. I don't have that sensation whenever I walk into a store.
Well, I get excited when I walk into those stores because of all the things that you can get and look at and touch and feel. But I've never had my tummy get all rumbly.
So we get an open mic in. The open mic is on the My HISRadio app. You can download the app, Google Play in the App Store, and there's an open mic here. And here's the open mic that just came in.
9 times out of 10, I'm like that when I go to Tractor Supply, Lowe's, Home Depot. I think it has something to do with like the chemicals or fertilizer. I'm not sure what causes it, but every time I go to them stores, that happens.
So that's not TJ Maxx. That's actually a Home Depot, Lowe's, or the Tractor Supply.
Well, maybe it's the perfumes and the candles.
There's no perfume at Lowe's or Home Depot.
No, but I'm saying so that's his trigger. But for ladies, for people shopping for their houses, it's the perfume and the candles and the diffusers. It's like, oh, I smelled that. Where's your party?
I don't know. I don't know about you, but when I'm on a long interstate drive, whenever I see a rest area, it's time. So maybe it's the rest area effect for me. I don't know.
Wait. Every time you see a rest,
no. Not every
goodness.
time, but there'll be times. Okay. I know that would be excessive.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
It's Rob and Liz in the morning on His Radio. By now, you've probably seen the news of that flight from Atlanta to Charlotte, where the pilot brilliantly and masterfully landed that plane with the front landing gear not down. I mean, the wheel wasn't down, so it landed like on the back two wheels, and the nose kept everybody safe. 104 people on board, everybody's safe. I mean, that was just like people praying, God answering.
Yeah, it was like watching kind of Sully all over again. You know, if you remember that story from landing in the Hudson and how Sully was able to do that perfectly. That's kind of what this pilot did. First of all, the crew kept everybody calm. But yeah, people were praying. But from what I'm hearing, Not one person was injured. Now, they did get to do something, I think, which was kind of fun at the end of it. They got to slide down the slide from the airplane to safety. But
listen, I'd rather do that in my backyard on an inflatable, not out of a plane, okay?
And I wonder how many, when they got down to the bottom, actually kissed the ground and was like, oh, thank you, Jesus, for getting me here.
How scary that was, but how calm and how brilliant the crew on that plane was to keep everybody calm, to pray really hard, and that pilot to do what they did to land that plane just really perfectly, even though without the landing gear deployed on the front of the plane. I mean, it came down and they were safe.
Yeah, total malfunction, but I'm telling you, I want to know the name of the pilot so I can fly all his flights.